There's no chance to believe it, though, right? Yeah, but they still didn't do the lineup. They did it after the lineup last time.
But I won't be the first year.
That just seems like so much work to me. I don't know how you did it.
It is a lot of work. As I have like 3 weeks out, and then sometimes when you guys speak, it's exciting.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. And welcome to Anarchy Hall, everybody. We are very pleased to welcome day 2 of the Turkey Day Melee second course roller derby tournament. And this morning, we are going to see some action on the track with Arizona Junior Derby. And they are going to meet our local team, LA Revolt. And we're going to get this started here right now. Just a couple of quick announcements. No minors in the front row, please. No minors in the front row. This is for the safety of our young people. And we also have an area right in front of me on this wall that says keep clear, which we must keep clear. So we can have no one loitering in that area, please. Thank you. And now let's play some roller derby. I'm going to throw it to Big Papa and Ulrich in the skybox to introduce our team.
Good morning.
All right, just want to remind everybody, this is JRDA. We're going to do the rules of conduct for you for JRDA, so make sure that you keep all of your comments positive and uplifting. Also, there is no coaching, not the coaches coach. You can just sit there and spectate. Let's go ahead and introduce you to our skaters. We're going to start with Arizona Junior Derby. Number 27, Despicable T, 106, Black Mamba, 42, Maniac, 44, Graceful Dead, 915, PO, number 9, El Cooney, number 88, The Captain Cool Kid, 21, Pretzel, number 13, Illuminati, 4077, Crashman, number 23, Peach Fuzz, number 34, Nasky, number 39, Vanna Fight, number 17, TKO, and number 4, Bonzi. Give it up for Arizona Junior Derby.
I am introducing LA Revolt. 1126 Angry A. 177 Hellcat. 789 Misfit. 243 Pixie Punisher. Number 12 Blitzen. 464 Danny Mike. 666 Hell Skater. 873 Kim K. 17 Lionheart. Captain 1109 Meta World Domination. 2006 Stellarfly. 9 Wreck-It Riley. 33 Pixie Crush. And 77 Chelsea Riot.
All right, we're going to go ahead and put 30 minutes up on that board. Illuminati trying to run that inside line, but was met with number 33, and that was
Pixie Crush.
Pixie Crush, really crushing it. Ooh, cut track for Arizona.
Hellcat recycled to the back of the pack. Still working that initial pass. One blocker to go. Hellcat dodges past lead jammer LA Revolt.
Maniac was sitting there running interference on Hellcat, but Hellcat actually took her all the way out to the 20-foot mark. Peach Fuzz is the last line of defense on that one. Hellcat came through and 4 points up on the board for LA Revolt.
Now, Hellcat kept pushing. They bridged that pack as far as they could. But Hellcat threw 4 more. Illuminati back on the track, done with that initial pass. Hellcat out of bounds on the outside, calls off the jam.
Misfit up on the line for LA Revolt, going to be taking on Tenacity for Arizona.
Misfit trying to go to the outside. Caught by Arizona. Tenacity out in front first. Tenacity your lead jammer, but Misfit in front. Tenacity bold strategy, despite not being in the lead jammer, but not in the lead, goes ahead and goes through for 4. 3 points for Misfit.
4 for Tenacity.
Graceful Dead lining up to jam for Arizona.
And also going to go ahead and get that power start because you do have the jammer for LA Revolt in the penalty box. You have a full box for LA Revolt.
Indeed, they do. Lead jammer and a pack advantage. Graceful Dead not slowing down at all, through for 4 points.
Nice move there by Graceful Dead.
Ricky Riley and Hale skating, just not able to move fast enough to get in the way.
Lionheart trying to join in.
Misfit back on the track, forced out of bounds by number 42. That's Maniac. Graceful Dead through 4 more points. Graceful Dead out of bounds on the outside, resets behind Lionheart. Misfit completes her initial pass.
Graceful Dead goes ahead and calls it. That's actually going to go ahead and take Graceful Dead up to 18 points on that jam.
And that's going to give us a little lead change.
All right, 24-23 in favor of Arizona.
Meta World Domination jamming for LA. 9:15 Kitty O jamming for Arizona. Meta World Domination, lead jammer LA.
Peach Fuzz coming back into the pack itself. Meta World coming on the outside, going to be picking up 4 points for LA Revolt. Kim K running interference there.
Meta through 4 more. Vanna Fight back on the track from the penalty box. Blitzen making a hole for Meta, but Meta taken out of bounds by Vanna Fight. Meta World Domination out of bounds on the outside between turns 1 and 2. Back behind that Arizona 4 wall again.
TKO off the penalty box. That's going to end the power jam. She's attacking that back wall of LA Revolt.
Meta through for 4 points. TKO completes her initial pass. Meta backwards through the pack for 4 more, calls off the jam.
That's given her a total of 16 points on that jam.
Rocks in Socks jamming for LA. Number 88, Cool Kid, jamming for Arizona. Cool Kid, lead jammer Arizona.
Rocks and Socks clearing the initial pass. Rocks and Socks trying to get through Bonzi.
Trying to get through Bonzi, but it was Hellcat who pushed Cool Kid out of bounds.
Rocks and Socks getting called for the cut track. That's going to go ahead and give the power jam over to Arizona.
Cool Kid reset to the back of the pack. Cool Kid finds some room on the inside with some help from his blockers. Cool Kid tries to juke but falls down.
Lionheart getting picked up on a forearm penalty.
Cool Kid, 4 more points.
Lionheart's joined by Hellcat in the penalty box. Hellcat picking up the penalty for a forearm. Rocks and Sox coming through, putting 4 points on the board for LA Revolt.
Ass Kitty jamming for Arizona.
Wreck-It Riley jamming for LA Revolt. A 4-2 pack advantage going over to Arizona. You got a full box over there for LA Revolt. Wreck-It Riley playing on the defense, but it was Tenacity going to be your lead jammer for Arizona.
Hale Skaten trying to catch Tenacity, but Tenacity just exploded forth.
Right there up the middle, got some daylight from their teammates. That's another 10 points for Arizona. Sorry, another 4 points for Arizona.
Some cop math there.
Bad math, bad math. Tenacity just making a hole for herself on that front wall, coming through with 4 more points for Arizona. Arizona taking the lead right now, 48-43. So this is the 3rd lead change already?
Hale Skaten knocking Tenacity down. Referees laying down the law in the pack location.
El Cucuy over there chasing down the jammer. Wreck-It Riley picking up 2 points on that one.
9:15, Kitty O versus Misfit on the jammer line.
43-50 in favor of Arizona with just under 16 minutes in the first period. Two 3-pack advantage going to LA Revolt.
Misfit taken out of bounds on the outside by number 17, TKO. Hellcat back in.
Misfit staying on the inside, going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt.
Misfit slams into Bonzi and slips right by. 4 points. Kitty O completes her initial pass.
That last jam, 4 points LA Revolt, 2 points Arizona.
Danny Might on the line for LA. She'll take on number 24, Graceful Dead. Graceful Dead steps out of bounds on the outside. Pops back in and explodes for its lead jammer, Arizona.
Dynamite trying to go through that 3-wall up there for Arizona. Dynamite coming on the outside. That's going to be the initial pass. Graceful Dead picking up a penalty. That's going to be a forearm penalty. That's going to go ahead and give the power jam over to Dynamite. Vanna Fight chasing her down to the 20-foot mark.
Able to slow her down with a block there, but not enough to stop her. Danny Might running into an Arizona four-wall, powering through.
Dynamite being taken down by TKO. Dynamite pushing that front wall. That's going to be Crash Mash. Looks like Vanna Fight also up there. Actually, that's Maniac up there. But Dynamite manages to come through with 4 points for LA Revolt.
Arizona with 2 blockers in the box. Danny Might signaling to her teammates.
2 blockages you've got Maniac and TKO. Now Vanna Fight's going to be joining the pack. That's the end of that jam.
But not before Danny Might can put 4 more points on the board.
When we say play to 4 whistles, Dynamite plays to the last whistle, that 4th whistle. That shows you why we've got 12 points on that jam just by Dynamite.
Well, it's an interesting strategy because you're still scoring until the 4th whistle of those first 4 whistles.
Right.
Sometimes the skater will call off the jam
and then stop,
planning on passing a couple of more skaters before the 4th whistle.
And we actually have a lead change on that one. That's 59-56 in favor of LA Revolt.
Hale skating, jamming for LA.
You got number 24, Graceful Dead, coming off that penalty box.
Lead jammer, Hale skating. It's not like a say it 3 times and the double appears thing, right?
No, no, actually you say it 3 times and another Hale skating shows up.
And there's another Hale skating pass through the pack for 4 points.
Graceful Dead going to the penalty box there. She was attempting a star pass, picked up a penalty during that time frame, so she is going to be serving that time in that penalty box. So that's going to go ahead and give a power jam over to Meta World Domination. I want to give out shout out to Jules Infield for taking those nice little smooth action shots trackside. Meta World Domination on the outside, going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt.
Meta trying to slide through up the inside, but Arizona shut the door and forced her out of bounds.
Actually picking up a cut track on that one. That's going to be a reverse power jam. Meta World goes in, and here comes Graceful Dead. Misfit in that backfill, trying to be that back bridge. Hellcat right there with that bridge. Nice work there. Got the star pass. Nice star pass moving on. That's going to be new jammer number 13, Illuminati, for Arizona. Ends the power jam there. Meta World's back in action. Pack is at full strength.
Meta World right there. Tries to get up inside. Doesn't quite make it.
We're going to go to the full 2 minutes on this one. We no longer have a lead jammer.
We no longer have Meta World Domination on the track.
It's called for a back block on that one. That's going to give a power jam over to Arizona. Illuminati sitting there getting knocked on the outside. Actually called on a cut track. That's going to be a reverse power jam in the waning seconds of the jam.
Illuminati sits down. Meta World release. They will immediately release Meta World, and then Illuminati will sit for however long Meta World had already sat when she was released.
That ends the jam. We got 2 points up on the board for LA Revolt. Team timeout called by Arizona. This team timeout brought to you by Pancakes.
Pancake.
Pancakes and sausage.
Pancakes and sausage and eggs and syrup all wrapped up together with some sriracha sauce.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that sounds like a halftime meal for me.
Not if I get there first.
All right, since you put the grab bar on, you can go first.
I didn't do that. It wasn't me.
Okay, wasn't you.
It was some other tradesman.
Yeah, some other tradesman. All right, sitting at this team timeout, 67-61. Very close game. 65-61. 4 points separating it. Going into the 14th jam.
Just 8.5 minutes from 8 in the first half.
Where did the time go? Seriously, it's been some very good action, very fast action too. So hey, if you're joining us on the YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up, share us, and let us know where you're watching us from. We really do appreciate that. And if you can help support the channel, please do so.
Angry A lined up to jam for LA.
Pack is sitting up on that pivot line. Going to give Angry A run up on that one. I'm not too sure if you want to do that with Angry A. Angry A running on the outside, makes a shoot into the inside, gets knocked down by Bonzi. Lead jammer is actually going to be Illuminati for Arizona.
She was standing in the box at the beginning of the jam, so she didn't have long to wait. Illuminati through, 4 points, calls off the jam.
That's going to take us to a tie game, 65-65. That's one thing with Illuminati and all the other jammers coming off that box. We've seen it before where they come out of the box and get that lead jammer. They are not wasting any time of getting up to speed. I think they are already up to full speed right there at that apex between turns 1 and 2.
Well, these jammers can sprint to speed in no time.
Yes.
Cool Kid jamming for Arizona. Hale skating, jamming for LA. Hale skating through first, lead jammer LA Revolt. Cool Kid powers past Rocks and Socks to complete that initial pass.
Hale skating's got one to get through, comes through, calls it off. Going to be picking up 4 points on that one.
2 points for Arizona. Danny Might on the line for LA, taking on 9-15 Kitty O.
Pack is at full strength. Arizona up at that pivot line.
I don't actually see a pack out there at the moment. They're more than 10 feet apart.
Yeah. Oh, look, now there's a pack.
Now there's a pack.
There was 2 groups before. Now there's a pack. Dynamite breaking through. Vanna Fight sees her goes down and runs right back and loops around her, but takes her all the way out to that 20-foot mark. Dynamite's going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt.
Vanna Fight with some powerful block in there.
Vanna Fight still on it.
You see Danny Might almost making it out of the pack, and Vanna Fight just right there, recycle in front again. Bonzi now wearing the star for Arizona.
I think we need to check Vanna Fight for some Velcro. She was like stuck right there to Dynamite on that one. So good job out there to Vanna Fight. Pixie Punisher up on that line, going to be taking on Cool Kid.
Cool Kid threw up the inside, lead jammer Arizona. Pixie Punisher blocked hard by Illuminati.
Cool Kid coming through, getting some help from Illuminati, coming through with another 4 points for Arizona.
Pixie Punisher push out of bounds by number 17, TKO. TKO getting a back block penalty. She'll go to the box. Pixie Punisher completes her initial pass. Cool Kid out of bounds to the inside, recycles back behind the pack.
We got whistles galore over there. We got each team has 2 blockers in the penalty box. Cool Kid coming through with 4.
I haven't heard that many whistles blow since I was at an illegal rave in 1992.
And we're all out of glow sticks. Another cut track by Misfit. That's going to go ahead and send that box all the way up. Cool Kid coming through with 4 points for Arizona. That's going to go ahead and put Arizona in the lead. Another lead change. Cool Kid goes ahead and calls it. LA Revolt was managing to get 3 on that pass.
Pixie Punisher just powerfully forcing her way. She came up against some very skilled and strong blockers. They just went through for 3 points anyway.
That is correct. Tenacity up on that line.
She's taking on Angry A. You know it's Angry A because her ponytail covers her entire number and you can't tell who it is.
Yes. That's the definition of Angry A. Angry A coming on the inside, going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt. LA Revolt overtaking the lead just at the last whistle of the last jam.
Bonzi trying to push Angry A but misses. Angry A just ducks right underneath that tree wall. 4 points.
You have a star pass. Bonzi is going to be your new jammer for Arizona. I'll actually get called for an illegal star pass. So Bonzi has to drop it. Tenacity has to pick up the star again. Finds that hole on the inside. That's going to be the initial pass for Tenacity. Angry A goes ahead and calls it.
Hellcat jamming for LA.
Angry A picking up 11 points on that last jam, holding Arizona to 0. LA Revolt in the lead, 91-79. About 2.5 minutes left in the period. Do go into an official timeout.
Kitty O has lined up to jam for Arizona.
And that's Hellcat on the line for LA Revolt.
Both teams having a huddle during this timeout. This timeout brought to you by 187. The Drive, the 18. I can't even read this logo and I feel foolish. 187 and their terrific roller derby equipment. Coming up next after this bout, Sin City take on the Tremors.
Also, after this tournament, next tournament coming up, that's going to be the Bloodfest tournament and Blood Drive. That's going to be here at Anarchy Hall, January 18th and 19th. Teams already scheduled is Los Anarchists, LA Revolt, LA Havoc, Wasatch, Denver, Cherry City Cherry Blossoms, and West Coast Junior Knockouts.
Now, Cherry City, those were some fine skaters.
Yes, yeah, I wasn't able to attend, but I did watch it on the YouTube channel. So, again, that's a great way of watching that. But, yeah, they were some fine skaters.
Hellcat versus Kitty O on the jammer line.
Hellcat coming out. Got one to get through. Made a little stumble there, but recouped. Gives enough time for Kitty O to come through on the inside. Kitty O's going to be your lead jammer for Arizona.
Hellcat dodges Vanna, and she's through with that initial pass.
And Kitty O goes ahead and calls it. So 0-0 on that one.
That's a bold strategy. calling it when you're in the lead. She was looking to enter the pack first.
Yeah, that is correct. Maybe a slight miscommunication as she was looking back through, back to the bench, but don't know about that. But let's see how that plays out.
Hellcat versus Cool Kid on the jammer line. Hellcat trying up the outside, ducks towards the inside. Taken out of bounds by number 13, Illuminati. Cool Kid through lead jammer, Arizona.
Cool Kid comes through with another 4 points for Arizona.
Hellcat through the pack. 4 points.
LA Revolt's Wall trying to regroup there. Meta World Domination knocking Cool Kid out, having to reset behind the pack. Maniac getting called for the low block on that one.
Hellcat tries to jump the apex, Cool Kid tries to jump the apex, doesn't make it. Hellcat through 4 points. LA doing a good job containing Cool Kid, giving Hellcat time to put some points on the board.
Cool Kid comes through, goes ahead and calls it.
And he does, but not in time to shut the door on Hellcat, who picks up 4 more.
Hellcat just on that jam was 12 points compared to Cool Kid's 4. And we are at intermission right now, so it's 103-87 in favor of LA Revolt. We've had about 4 or 5 lead changes.
I love a close game, don't you, Papa?
Of course, that is a great game. I really do like that. Kind of busy on that on the penalty box right now, so kind of keep that in mind when we go to the second period.
Well, you go busy on the penalty box, you might pick up 7 penalties and be sent
gone
off the track.
Right, yeah. We had a couple foul outs last night, the last couple games, so we'll see how that goes. Again, with the foul out, it's when you pick up the 7 penalties and stuff. But you know what we should actually pick up? Breakfast.
And that's different from an expulsion, of course.
Of course.
Expulsion is when you do something so bad, they just send you out for that one thing alone.
Right. And sometimes the expulsion can be just for the game or for the entire tournament. We had one last night, and that was just for the game itself.
Just for the one game. It wasn't a fighting or something that would be likely to get you expelled from the whole tournament.
Yeah. All right.
And with that, it's time for breakfast.
Let's go.
right, we're just about to go into the second half of this bout. The skaters are lining up for equipment inspection. Wreck-It Riley jamming for LA.
All right, just a quick reminder as we get things underway here after our half, we can have no minors in the front row. No minors in the front row. Sorry if you missed that announcement earlier. And we need to keep this area clear. This area needs to stay clear. And no minors in the front row. So please move to the back if you are a minor. Thank you very much. Play some roller derby.
Graceful Dead jamming for Arizona. Wreck-It Riley ducks to the inside, forced out of bounds. Resets behind Arizona, 2-wall. Wreck-It Riley through, Lee Jammer, LA. Bonzi and Graceful Dead recycled all the way back behind Pixie Punisher.
Bonzi coming through on the inside. That's going to be
Crush.
the initial pass for Graceful Dead.
Danny Mike going to the penalty box for LA. Wreck-It Riley calls off the jam. Number 34, Tenacity jamming for Arizona. She'll take on Misfit.
Four 3-pack advantage going to Arizona. Misfit coming on the outside. She's going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt.
It looked like Arizona was going to reset in front of Misfit and recycle her back into the pack, but no such luck. Misfit through. Misfit out of bounds on the outside, recycles behind Cool Kid. Tenacity recycling back behind Rocks and Socks. Danny Might back on the track, out of the box, full pack. Misfit through, 4 points.
Tenacity having a reset behind number 464, Danny Might.
No pack warning. They had split into two groups of players from the same team.
Star pass going on. Cool Kid's going to be your new jammer for Arizona. Misfit goes ahead and calls it.
Cool Kid picked up 2. Illuminati versus Hellcat on the jammer line. For 2-pack advantage for LA and Hellcat.
Illuminati getting knocked on the outside, having a reset along with Hellcat.
That's Bonzi taking Hellcat out again and again. And Hellcat pushed out by number 39, Vanna Fight.
Illuminati is going to be your lead jammer for Arizona. Illuminati pushing her way through, picking up 4 points for Arizona.
Bonzi with a big block on Hellcat, ended up taking herself down, and Hellcat through.
Illuminati getting called for a back block. That's going to go ahead and give Hellcat the power jam for LA Revolt.
Hellcat up through the inside, 4 points.
Tenacity getting called for a cut track.
I think everybody heard the ref on that one.
Of course. And that ref was fuzzy. He's really clear on his calls.
Well, that's the way it should be. Loud and clear so everyone knows.
Hellcat going down on the inside, having to reset herself, getting knocked down by Vanna Fight.
Hellcat past Bonzi, past Vanna Fight.
Illuminati getting some help from her teammates, but getting picked up by a penalty by Pixie Punisher, I believe. That is correct. Pixie Punisher picking up that foul.
Meanwhile, Blitz and recycling Illuminati all the way back. Illuminati threw 4 points.
Hellcat still working it, getting caught in that corner. No packs called, got to regroup, and that's the end of that jam. So 11 points for LA Revolt on that jam, 8 points for Arizona, taking LA Revolt to 126, Arizona to 100. Got an official review called by Arizona, sitting with 24:51 in the second period, going into jam number 4.
Me and none of him. Unless I do this.
You lean to the left, I'll lean to the right. You lean to the left, I'll lean to the right.
Stupidly simple solutions. A Fernie pad and some foam. And like, it's so simple and so cheap.
It's science.
There's a good reason to keep buying these phones and keep them on notes. I was starting to wonder why I was doing it.
He actually really wants to see us, you know?
Anthony does, apparently.
That's weird. There's a delay on that. So it's,
Yeah.
Oh, it's about, what, 10 seconds away?
Oh, no, it's
About
not as
5?
bad. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
or a little bit less than maybe 4.
maybe you got a button there so if I curse, you can cut it out.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Meta World nomination jamming for LA. Illuminati still in the penalty box for Arizona. Meta World nomination, lead jammer.
Meta World getting some help breaking up that front wall of Arizona from her teammates.
Meta World past Vanna Fight and Cool Kid, 4 points.
That's going to go ahead and end the power jam for LA Revolt. You have Illuminati back on the track. She's clearing her initial pass.
Wasted no time doing it as well. Wreck-It Riley trying to catch Illuminati, but Illuminati just sprinted away.
Meadow World goes ahead and calls it. Looking up 3 points on that pass. That's going to go ahead and take LA Revolt to 7 total on the jam at 133 to 100. All right, do have an official timeout. Again, want to thank all of our sponsors. We have Superfit Hero, 187, 888, Phonak, and also the Corrupt Citizens Brewing Company. And our main sponsor, Golden Road Brewery.
They're close by. I ate there just recently.
Oh, really? That's good.
We got some fun games to play there.
Oh, good.
Bunch of children's games. Bring the kids.
Yep.
Bring the kids to a bar. That's a good, always a good idea. My dad brought me to the bar all the time, and I turned out fine.
Okay, so instead of 1, 3. Okay.
Now, don't forget, up next is going to be Sin City taking on San Diego Tremors. That's going to be the 10:30 game. And then the final game of the weekend, that's going to be 12:30. That's LA Havoc taking on LA Revolt. That's a 5-second warning. Next whistle is the go whistle. All right, that's going to be Graceful Dead's going to be your jammer for Arizona, still in a power jam. Graceful Dead's going to be your lead jammer for Arizona. Graceful Dead having to reset herself.
All the way back behind Danny Might. Dynamite getting an assist from Hale Skaten. Graceful Dead through 4 points.
Ending the power jam for Arizona. Back at full strength.
All right, it's good to see you. Fairly penalty heavy in the first half. And that can lead to some fouling out if you keep that business up. Meta World glides through up the outside. 4 points.
Graceful Dead goes ahead and calls it. 2 for Graceful Dead.
TKO putting on the star for Arizona. She'll take on 1180 for Roxon Sox.
Graceful Dead getting called for a penalty just at the end, so that's going to go ahead and give Roxon Sox a power start. Roxon Sox coming on the outside, getting hit by Vanna Fight. Regrouping. That's going to be the initial pass for Roxon Sox.
That was well done. Vanna Fight with a massive block. Roxon Sox out of bounds, and she just not that much damage. She recovered so quickly.
Here comes Vanna Fight at it again.
At it again, but even with the bridging, Roxon Sox got away.
Coming off the bench, that's going to be number 24, Graceful Dead. That's going to be lead jammer for Arizona.
Graceful Dead 4 points. Roxon Sox pushed out of bounds on the inside.
Graceful Dead getting called for the back block, coming into that outside lane.
That was well timed. A misfit had just forced her out of bounds anyway.
That's the end of the jam. injury.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can't see around.
Vanna Fight back on her feet, leaving the track. Because the jam was called for an injury for Vanna, she will have to sit out the next 3 jams. And that's a tough one for Arizona because Vanna Fight is one heck of a blocker.
Oh, she has. She's been mixing it up both yesterday and today. I saw her for the first time last night blocking and stuff, and she was just there, and she's doing a really good job here. So see how Arizona's going to recover on this one. But all the other blockers in Arizona is doing a great job also. But with Vanna Fight, she's staying right there and like Velcro on the jammer.
Indeed she is, but I have a feeling that Arizona will handle this just fine.
Of course. All right, just recouping off after this one. So you've got, when we left off, you've got Graceful Dead in the penalty box for Arizona. So it's going to be a power jam over for number 9, Wreck-It Riley from LA Revolt.
Indeed, and she makes it through despite a 4-2 pack disadvantage. Wreck-It Riley, your lead jammer.
Wreck-It Riley hitting that front wall, finds that hole, trying to dance, and makes it through with 4 points for LA Revolt. That's going to go ahead and end the power jam. Graceful Dead back into the action.
Now hold on, Papa. What do you mean 4 points? She only passed 3 blockers.
Well, you get the when you pass the blocker. Actually, yeah. No, you would actually get the person that's in the penalty box too.
You get a point for someone in the penalty box.
Yes, you get a point for every person you pass, even if they're in the penalty box.
What if they're not in the penalty box, but they've been given a penalty and sent to the box?
If you pass them, again, passing the hips, you get the point, even if they're on the way to the penalty box.
Is there? Well, once you've been sent to the box, you're considered in the box.
That's correct.
So you would already be a ghost point.
You would already be a ghost point. That is correct.
TKO jamming for Arizona. TKO forced out of bounds on the inside.
Kim K jamming for LA Revolt. Kim K coming on the inside, finds that hole. Going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt.
TKO in the box. Power jam LA. Kim K pirouettes through the inside, 4 points.
Oh, even if you are going through to the penalty box, your penalty time does not start until your bottom hits the seat.
That is correct.
TKO back into the action, and that ends the power jam. Pack is at full strength.
Kim K recycled all the way back.
Black Mamba getting picked up on a penalty, so she's going to go to the box. Cut track for Arizona.
That's TKO. She goes to the box.
Kim K coming through, picking up 4 points for LA Revolt. Number 42, that's going to be Maniac getting called for a destruction of pack. Again, when they call the no pack, you have to immediately regroup.
Immediately. None of this coasting. They want to see some snow plows. They want to hear your wheels chattering on the track.
That is correct. TKO comes back. That's going to go ahead and end the power jam, end the jam total. LA Revolt picking up 12 points on that one. We do have a team timeout called by Arizona. So right now we have 162-117 in favor of LA Revolt. 16:43 left in the second period, going into the 9th jam.
We started out this game fairly evenly matched, little lead changes, not a big gap between the two teams. LA's pulling out a respectable lead here.
That's correct. Right at the halftime, they started picking up that momentum.
Not an insurmountable lead by any stretch.
No. I think when we left, it was just within 10 points, and that's how all the lead change has been: 1 to 2 points, 5 points. So not that big of a gap.
And this timeout brought to you by Golden Road Brewery, brewed and canned in LA, just down the road from Moonlight Rollerway.
All right, that's the end of the timeout.
Tenace Kitty versus Hale Skating on the jammer line.
Hell Skating hitting that front wall of LA Revolt. Actually picking up the penalty. That's going to go ahead and give the power jam over to Arizona. You have a star pass, new jammer for Arizona. It's going to be Illuminati.
Tenace Kitty making some room, opening up a hole for Illuminati to get through.
Illuminati coming through with 4 points for Arizona.
Hale Skating completes that initial pass. Illuminati starts to call out the jam, then realizes she's not lead, keeps on going. Oh, and she scored 4 points.
Of course. Lionheart being sent to the penalty box. Illuminati coming on the outside, going to be picking up 4 points for Arizona. Hell Skaten being sent to the penalty box. That's going to go ahead and give Illuminati the power jam. Illuminati adding another 4 points to that pass. Actually, Illuminati picking up a cut track, so that's going to be a reverse power jam. Illuminati comes in, Hell Skaten comes out.
Hell Skaten falls down to the infield. Taking Tenacity with her. Tenacity pops right back up.
Revolt picking up 4 on that one. So Arizona a total of 12 on that jam. LA Revolt with 4. You have an official timeout called.
14 and a half minutes remain in this bout. 166 LA, 129 Arizona.
That's still anybody's game because we've seen 28 points in a jam alone, and not even a power jam, just the jam itself. So this is still going to be a close game.
That is right. It could easily go either way.
I really think when it comes to this, when it's a close game and it comes to the second period, it's whoever's going to have that momentum in the last 5 minutes of the game. So we'll see how that plays out. But you did have LA Revolt starting with a heavy momentum as they come into the second period.
Indeed, and they've held on. They've got a decent lead.
Very decent lead, yes. But with Arizona not letting that lead getting too far.
No, they're not. And you've got Graceful Dead up there on the jammer line right now, so you could easily see that points gap narrow quite a bit.
Also, you got Vanna Fight. She's got maybe one more jam before she can come back in.
Vanna Fight, an extraordinary blocker. Lot of speed. Like you say, Velcro. She sticks right to the jammers.
LA Revolt going up to the pivot line, coming back to midway. Wreck-It Riley coming on the inside. It's going to be the lead jammer for LA Revolt. Illuminati coming through. Actually, that's, sorry, Graceful Dead coming through. But picking up a cut track.
A little confusion there. Jam ref wasn't quite sure. It must have been an outside pack ref who made that call.
Right.
Wreck-It Riley through 4 points. That's why we have outside pack refs. Sometimes you can't see the far side of the pack.
That's correct. And it could be something where she's pushing off with her right foot and then going through the, going past the line.
Wreck-It Riley flying in, stopped by Cool Kid. She finds some room up the inside instead, through for 4. Skeller flies sent to the box for LA.
Wreck-It Riley finds that hole on the outside. 4 points for LA.
Maniac trying to shut that door, but Wreck-It Riley was too fast.
Arizona setting that wall up for Wreck-It Riley. Wanted to get through his Cool Kid, but finds that hole on the inside for Wreck-It Riley with 4 points for LA.
Wreck-It Riley's still going strong.
Wreck-It Riley already up to 20 points on this one. Actually, Wreck-It Riley getting called for a back block on that one. That's going to be a back block on number 88, Cool Kid. That's give a power jam over to Arizona.
Now, how many points had Wreck-It Riley scored before picking up that back block penalty? Official timeout.
All right, that's the question as far as with the jam. So you had Wreck-It Riley going into the penalty box. Typically, you have a jammer coming out, but the issue being is you had Graceful Dead already with the 7 penalties, so that's going to foul her out.
Oh man, this is where being a penalty box timer gets tricky.
That is correct. So now you see El Kukui up on the line for Arizona, going to be jamming for Arizona.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time jamming for El Kukui.
That's correct for this bout.
This bout, I didn't mean
yeah.
ever in the history of the earth.
No, but he did jam last night. Did a good job on jamming. So yeah, first time for this bout on this one.
And that long rolling whistle says we're back.
What does that mean? All the fun.
All right, there goes El Kukui hitting that front wall of LA Revolt.
Getting forced out of bounds there by 1184 Roxon Sox.
Getting tied up over there by Pixie Punisher.
Recycles behind Roxon Sox. Then past Roxon Sox runs into Pixie Punisher again. Illuminati steps in to force Pixie Punisher out of the way. El Kukui past Dynamite.
El Kukui shooting on the outside, finds that hole, going to be the lead jammer for Arizona.
Wreck-It Riley back in, working on that initial pass. El Kukui coming up against the LA 4 wall. Danny Might pushes El Kukui down on the inside.
Do have a star pass for LA Revolt. New jammer is going to be Meta World Domination. Meta World Domination puts the star on.
Meta World not quite sure she needs what to do there. No,
it was an illegal star pass. You actually had Wreck-It Riley picking up the penalty prior to the completion of the star pass, so that makes the ineligible star pass, sending her to the penalty box.
El Kukui threw 4 points.
El Kukui getting knocked on the inside of the track, having to reset. That's going to go ahead and end the jam there. El Kukui picking up 7 points total on that jam, holding LA Revolt to 0. 186-138 with just about 10 minutes left in the bout.
Tenacity versus Angry A on the jammer line. 4-3 pack advantage for Arizona.
Going into an official timeout. Wanting to double check our penalties, making sure we have everything correct.
Now, Big Papa, I just want to say Christmas is coming up. If you're looking for a gift for me, take a look at TKO's jacket. That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, actually, I think the TKO's jacket she's wearing is actually the coach's jacket, but still, you know what? I think you would look fabulous in that jacket. Hey, TKO, can you stand up and show everybody the jacket? Because that is a cool jacket. Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's not yours, but look at that. She is like sparkling. I know it's the coach, but hey, you wear it so well. Yes. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. You can actually get those at www.tkofashions.com. Operators are standing by. Phone number 555-5556.
Angry A versus Tenacity.
Tenacity out there, going to be your lead jammer for Arizona.
Misfit looks, nope, Tenacity was too fast, she's gone. Angry A not far behind.
Nice little jump there. Actually bounces off of that wall and calls it.
Very well done. True fast, called it off. Your classic points and call play. Done at speed.
That is correct. 4:07.7 Crash Mash up on the line, taking on 666 Hell Skating. Just about 9 minutes left in the bout. Hell Skating working that front wall.
Crash Mash knocked down to the outside. Pushed out of bounds once more for good measure. Crash Mash stuck at the very back of the pack there. Somehow, as if by magic, Crash Mash takes a knee and pops up in front of the LA3 wall.
Crash Mash finding that hole on the inside, going to be the lead jammer for Arizona. Then a fight, Illuminati and Bonzi making that defensive wall, holding Hell Skating back for a while.
Hell Skating pushed hard by Bonzi, but able to stay inbound.
Hell Skating coming through with the initial pass.
Crash Mash out of bounds on the inside, resets behind the pack. Push out of bounds by number 33, Pixie Crush.
Arizona picking 3 on that point, not on that jam. Blitzen on the line, taking on Tenacity. Tenacity going on the outside, turn 1, going to be your lead jammer for Arizona.
Look at her go, look at that speed. Wasted no time getting around that track.
Blitzen passing, doing her initial pass.
Tenacity pushing past Hellcat, then just another blocker and another blocker. Hellcat takes Tenacity down outside, resets all the way back. LA bridging the pack to do extra damage. Tenacity has to go through the pack all over again. Blitzen knocked down to the inside.
That was by TKO, having to set behind TKO on that one.
Tenacity sprinting away from Rocks and Socks, 4 points.
Blitzen pushing on, TKO manages to get through. That's going to be 4 points, LA Revolt.
That's a lot of power there by Blitzen. You don't get past TKO for nothing.
No, you don't. It's almost like pushing through a Ford F-150.
I don't know, a Ford. It's more like an international.
Oh, gosh, those internationals. We had the International Tradesman. That was one of the SUVs that they had before there was SUVs.
Yeah, they're good old trucks, the Travelall, International Travelall.
Yeah, that's correct.
But speaking of roller derby, 5 minutes, 20 seconds remain in this bout. 194 LA Revolt, 152 Arizona. Angry A jamming for LA. Number 23, Peach Fuzz jamming for Arizona.
Peach Fuzz hitting that outside lane, going to be your lead jammer for Arizona.
Takes some extra speed to go by around the outside. He got farther to go. Ashes, they all fall down there.
Angry A taking that same route on the outside, the longer way around, but she comes through on the initial pass. Peach Fuzz goes ahead and calls it. Does he call it in time? Peach Fuzz comes out with 1 point, and also Angry A with 1.
Crash Mash on the line for Arizona. Number 33, Pixie Crush jamming for LA.
Pixie Crush going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt.
Crash Mash recycled from the outside.
Pixie Crush finds that hole going on the inside. Turn 1, 4 more points. LA Revolt taking them close to the double century mark at 199. Pixie Crush coming through that front wall.
Crash Mash recycled all the way back again. Crash Mash getting some help from Bonzi.
Bonzi picking up that penalty, going to the penalty box.
Crash Mash completes her initial pass. Pixie Crush through 4 more. Pixie Crush knocking Crash Mash down. Pixie Crush very nearly forced out of bounds on the inside, but she maintains her balance through 4 points. Katie O puts on the star. 2 points were scored there.
Got enough time for maybe 1 or 2 more jams.
That is correct. Rocks and Socks taking on Tenacity. 3-3 pack.
Tenacity coming on the inside lane. That's going to be your lead jammer for Arizona. Rocks and Socks getting knocked on the inside by TKO, having a recycle.
Oh, no. Tenacity dodges through the middle of LA, then ducks underneath her own blockers to come through for 4. Tenacity taken down on the outside.
Rocks and Socks coming on the outside of the straightaway with 4 points for LA.
Tenacity knocked down to the inside.
Looking at that, she's doing that stunt double roll. Coming through, trying to call it, and she calls it.
She had to try 2 or 3 times before anybody noticed. Injury. I don't know if you can see from there.
All right, got enough time for one more jam, sitting at 226, 162 in favor of LA Revolt. 33 seconds left on that clock. Going into the 18th jam.
And most likely the final jam.
That is correct.
The game clock will run out. The jam clock will end when the jam clock ends. Or when the jam is called off.
Now, don't forget also after the jam, there's going to be that typical 30 seconds in between to make sure there's no timeouts called or official reviews called. That could affect the outcome of the game also. So that's why there's that delay between there and when we officially call it. All right, that's the whistle. That's going to go ahead and end the timeout. We're going to go back to action again. 33 seconds on the game clock.
Cool Kid jamming for Arizona. Sculler Fly jamming for LA. A friendly handshake between the two jammers. That friendliness is about to end.
Scullerfly getting knocked by TKO, but stays upright, gets through Bonzi, but not in time. You got Cool Kid coming on the inside, but Scullerfly is still going to be your lead jammer for LA Revolt. Cool Kid coming through, going to be putting 4 points up on the board for Arizona.
Scullerfly through 4 points.
Cool Kid coming on the outside. 4 more points, Arizona. 0 time left on the game clock. We are going to the jam clock. Cool Kid comes on the outside. Just as Scullerfly calls it, Cool Kid manages to pick up 4 points. Scullerfly picking up 2. So right now, unofficially, it's actually 174-232. All right, up next at 10:30 is going to be Sin City taking on San Diego Tremors.
wait, who was that?
All right, that was a fantastic game here at Energy Hall this morning with Arizona Junior Roller Derby and LA Revolt. And now they're going to select MVPs. All players are valuable. Some players are most valuable. And we're going to find out right now who they are. On each team, we're going to get a most valuable blocker, a most valuable jammer, and a most valuable all-around player. They are examining each other's numbers. They are very carefully deliberating all of the aspects of the skating that they saw today. All right. MVP. Are you guys ready? This one is blocker. Oh, the thing fell off the bottom. Barbie, pick up the thing. And it goes on the bottom. Oh, if the thing fell off. All right, you guys ready? You got them all together? Are you guys ready? All right, so we're going to do our, oh, no, you're not ready? Oh, please, take your time. We got plenty. We're here all day. All right, they're ready. All right, so we're going to do our Arizona MVPs first. So who's got MVP for Arizona? Who is it? Number 13. All right, congratulations, most valuable blocker. All right, and our most valuable jammer, number 34. Bring it out. There she is. That's you. Congratulations. All right, and our most valuable player, 88. Cool kid. All right. Good job. All right, now, most valuable blocker. Who's got it? Number 873. Kimmy K, congratulations, and our most valuable jammer. 116, 1162, 1126, 126, Angry A. All right, congratulations, and our most valuable player. 177, Hellcat. All right, good job. We're gonna go right over here and take a picture. Everybody come on over.